All right, Steve, we're back. This is a impromptu video. We hopped out of recording another, and Chad Bowden, he's out. He's going to
Breaking news! Breaking news! Right after the other one ended, he's
Chad
gone to a
Bowden's headed to
rival.
USC.
He's
He's
gone to a
headed to a
rival.
rival.
Yeah. Just when we said would have been a pretty calm day, right? Well, not so fast. Notre Dame football said not so fast.
I mean, he's had a pretty good GM here, right? Kind of behind the scenes, player personnel guy, headed to the rival to do the same thing. It's like, you wouldn't think anything's happening. Like him and Freeman have been together since the Cincinnati days. So, but man, maybe it's just too good of an opportunity for him to pass up. Like,
Yeah, the numbers seem like they were too hard to pass up.
yeah.
So
That's definitely interesting, man. I feel like he's been a big part of the recruiting dynamic and the type of players we're going after, just as like a right hand man to Freeman. So it's definitely not ideal what's transpiring being down a GM and a DC.
big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill.
And like we talked about yesterday too, we played so late into the year or to the beginning of the year. So it's not like we have the luxury of having all this time to, replace these guys and start going to have those conversations with other coaches and personnel. So that definitely plays a dynamic into it too. We're kind of behind the eight ball a bit. We're a little bit behind compared to other schools that their season ended 6 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And these changes have came just really quickly. Man, it's kind of a shocker. Wasn't expecting that one. But I have trust in Freeman to bring in the right guys. He knows what he needs. He knows what the program needs. So trust in Freeman. He'll go out and get the right guys for those jobs, and that's all you can hope for. That's all you can do at this point.
Yeah, Freeman was kind of on my mind like immediately after this. You think about the stress that Freeman had this season, being his third year here. He loses the national championship game, goes on that emotional ride to get to that point, and the toll that that takes on you 3 or 4 days after the title game ends, and we're still trying to process and get over that. He's got all this stuff. So you think about it's funny when they take the picture of the coach year one compared to when they leave Notre Dame and how much it looks like they've aged or kind of just like,
Oh, you can see the evolved Freeman already.
yeah, like it really makes you age, grow up. Like it's
When you go
so
back and
tough.
watch the video of Freeman first getting hired, and he meets the guys in the locker room,
Yeah.
he looks way different than he does now.
Yeah. It's super interesting, man. So he's got a lot going on his plate. It's literally 365, 24/7, 365. There is no break. This is big stuff, though, man. Like,
So
man, but
it's
it also gives us opportunity to get somebody really good. Like, who's going to come in here to be a GM for the Notre Dame? That's
mhm.
cool.
Yep, it's definitely. I just think of a gut punch. Your best friend just goes to one of your rivals. It's not easy. It's not a easy pill to swallow there. So, man.
Yep.
But you got to think, guy like Manti Te'o. I've seen people say bring in Brady Quinn for that role. I mean, there's names out there that could elevate his position at the same time. So, be all right.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, right before junior day, though, right before like our main recruiting push coming up, like for 2026, Oof. That's brutal. Like, it's right before
tough,
some big
but you never-
events. Like, I just thought about that too.
That's why Freeman always said he's the main recruiter. It's every recruit. So it's
Yeah.
all good. It's all good.
Man, I can't believe he went to USC though. It's almost like, how could you do that? That dude.
It's a gut punch.
That's not good. At first, you when we hopped off and you got on Twitter, you're like, yeah, it's looks like he's a candidate. But then I hopped on it. No, he's already there. Crazy.
Yep. Yep. Bowden is out to Cali.
I think I was looking at one thing. It was like, I don't know. It was like a report said he was getting maybe like 300,000, and now it's $1 million. So it's a substantial jump, if that's true.
Yep. College football never a dull moment here in the Notre Dame world.
Yeah, I mean anybody else but USC though, man. God, that's tough. That's definitely tough. But what are you gonna do? We gotta, just like anything else, we just gotta keep reloading. Keep reloading. The games are gonna keep coming. Players are gonna keep coming and going. And Freeman, I feel like he's just good at that. Like, all right, the work is in front of me. This is what I'm gonna do. We're going.
Gonna adapt, reload, get back on the wagon, and keep the wheels turning.
Yeah, literally just keep this thing moving. Yeah,
that's what we do.
like one of the videos we're gonna bring to you guys soon is we got to maintain next year. That's just what I'm gonna say. We'll get into the nitty gritty of it, but we got to maintain this standard that we have established, or else what are we doing? What are we doing this for? So that's coming up soon, probably this weekend, I'd say. That's one we've been wanting to get at too for a little bit. So, all right, see, well, we'll see what happens with this and what transpires here, but we got a couple big vacancies now, heading into the very early parts of the off season. So we'll see how these chips fall.
Yep. Let's make it happen, Notre Dame. Let's do it.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later. Go Irish.
Go Irish.